Hey, it was a tough loss for the Auburn Tigers this Saturday and on the Plains, but the team is already back to work. And hey, me and Tony are here to talk about it on this episode of This is C&T Talking Tigers, where talking Auburn football is what we do. Welcome to the Tiger Den. And welcome to the Tiger Den. This is C&T Talking Tigers with your man Courtney Chandler and Tony Milford. Hey, if you don't know already, you've got to do it. Make sure that you subscribe to this channel, C&T Talking Tigers, and also make sure that you follow us on social media. You can see that ticker going across right now. C&T Talking Tigers on Facebook and Twitter. Thank y'all so much for joining us once again for this episode of our show.
Make sure you catch all our episodes on YouTube. C&T Talking Tigers. All episodes available on YouTube. Go back, watch some of our old so you can catch up and get to this point and see how we got here. Be our guest.
Please do. Be our guest. Hey, well, we only go ahead and jump into it. If you're an Auburn Tiger fan, you probably are in a lot of different phases right now because that game was, oh my God. I guess that's the best way to put it. Because first off, what a game, but it's just a heartbreaking way to go out. We were just close.
This close to being the best Iron Bowl ever. Yes. It was this close to being the best Iron Bowl ever, but we lost, so it wouldn't. Still can't. Nothing still beats the kick six. Nothing.
No, nothing. But hey,
I thought we had us one, man. We said it don't mean a thing when you come to the plane.
We sure did say that.
Man, boy, them boys, hey, we came ready to play. Our coaching staff had us ready. The boys was ready. The crowd was ready. Everybody was ready to sell Bama. They ain't know what hit them. They ain't know what to do. We had them rocking and reeling for damn near 58 minutes and 30 seconds.
Yep.
We have.
Yep.
And then, maybe at the end of the day, the more talented roster prevailed. You know what I'm saying? We were a better team that day. They just that overtime, that was kind of janky to me. I really don't care for overtime rules.
Yeah.
Beat off a 2-point conversion that nobody even had to score a touchdown. They have to. I really didn't like that. We lost the fold. They got us. Well, we put it on them, man. I'm talking about we put it on them from pillar to post. Our defensive line was fierce. They were aggressive. We was making stops behind the line of scrimmage in the run game. We got sacks. We were sacking Bryce Young like his name was Brody Crawl.
Right. It was like everywhere he turned, he was looking at a defender.
I saw Stanley McClumber out there one time giving second.
Clean Groves came out. Clean Groves came out of the woodwork.
Stanley McClumber, where y'all come from with all these seconds? But man, I like my coach's response. Somebody asked him, was 6-6 a good year? First good year at Auburn? He said, hell no.
You're right. I love that.
Right. Because it would. Because we should have won against Penn State. We had no business losing to Mississippi State. We had no business losing to South Carolina. We very well could have beat Texas A&M, and we should have beat Bama. There was only one game on that schedule all year where we were outplayed and had no chance, and that was the same team, the same game that everybody else on their schedule ain't had no chance against. Them damn boys. Other than that, there wasn't a game that we lost that not one Auburn fan felt like we should have won that game.
Exactly.
100% agree with you. We should have. Now maybe Texas A&M, but we was right there. They picked up the
right there.
We was right there.
We was right there. We was right there.
At Kyle Field, we was there. At Penn State in Happy Valley, we were there. And at home in quadruple overtime against the great Saint Nick, we were there.
Mm-hmm.
Brian Harsin went up against the best coach in college football, the best recruiter in college football. I'll say that, with probably the most talented laden roster, the most probably 4 and 5 stars cumulative together on any roster in America.
Mm-hmm.
Brian Harsin went in with a backup quarterback and a backup kicker, because not having Anders really hurt us in that game.
Yep.
And he let Nick out of there by the hairs of his chin. There was some moments in that game that I felt like cost us the game. Two plays that stick out to me and in my head like no other. The first play was fourth quarter. It was 10-0. Third down. Auburn's in the shotgun. Finley gets the ball, and he whirling birds around to his left, right into a sack. We end up having to punt. We don't take that sack. We kick a field goal. It's 13-0 ball game.
Mm-hmm.
Tank Bigsby had a run to the outside, end of the game, fourth quarter. I think it might have been second down. And Tank trying to get a first down.
Yeah. I wouldn't blame, but see that one.
Not blaming.
Blaming.
Two plays stand out to me more than anything else that happened Saturday. If those two plays have the opposite result, we win. We don't go to overtime. If Tank doesn't run out of bounds, we don't go to overtime. If TJ Finley doesn't take that sack, we don't go to overtime.
So let me ask you this. Let me ask you this, because TJ, we know he got hurt at one point in the game. Do you think it would have been better for them to pull him and put in Demetrius Davis or Grant Lloyd at a certain point just to switch it up?
No. That would have been horrible, because these guys had played all year. And he's just going to take them cold. Hadn't played a lick of football all season and stick them in that environment, in that situation. That was too much. We did the right thing, sticking with TJ. I mean, he made plays and he just took a sack that we couldn't afford to take. Mm-hmm. And not to say Demetrius Davis and any of them other boys wouldn't have took the same sack. You know what I mean? We might not even been in that position had TJ not been in the game. He played, he mustered up, he played the best game he could play. But him taking that sack and Anders Carlson not being our kicker on Saturday had an adverse effect on that game. We needed Anders bad. If we had Anders Carlson, I feel like we'd have won 9 bowls Saturday. Mm-hmm. And lo and behold, if we had old 10 out there, as much as everybody wants to pile on 10 and Bo sucks and all this, Bo might not be all that, but Bo would have won that game Saturday.
Bo would have won that game. I 100% believe that he would have won that game.
Bo Nick win it, and that would have made Bo 2-1 against Nick Saban.
2-1.
They wouldn't want to hear that. Wouldn't want to hear that. They wasn't gonna want to hear that, Courtney.
I heard so
2-1 against Nick Saban.
I heard so much trash about Bo Nix on Saturday because I was full of a house of Alabama fans. I heard so much trash, and I was like, you know what? I was like, Bo might not be the best quarterback, but one thing y'all can't say about Bo is Bo, he don't have confidence, because Bo got tons of confidence. He will do what it takes. He believes in himself.
He believe that Bo. Now he believe in he. He does that. I can't knock him on that.
I cannot knock him on that now.
Man, we played a great game. Probably played our best game of the season defensively. I know that was the best game of the season.
Woo!
No doubt about it. No doubt about it.
Derek Hall, TD Moshry.
Finally looked what I thought our defense was capable of look like, and we just turned them loose. We should have been turned loose all year.
Them boys.
I'm so ready. I'm ready for the bowl game to be over with. So Kyle will never have to see Smoke Monday in an Auburn uniform ever
But
again.
he showed up in the Iron Bowl. He showed up finally. But
I'm gonna say this:
man,
last play of the game. Let's check this out. The last play when they scored the touchdown to send us to overtime, we were in a two deep shell at safety. That means Smoke Monday had this half of the field. His touchdown was caught on this half of the field. And when the touchdown was caught, Smoke Monday was just running, looking at the ball. He wasn't nowhere to be found. He wasn't in no position. Nobody was threatening him up the seam. His sole responsibility at the two deep safety was to see that man right there. Okay, that's who you need to be watching. Nobody was threatening Smoke Monday up the seam. Smoke Monday was nowhere to be found. I've appreciated the effort he's put in on the plains, but I am glad to see him go. I want to see it last. He will be such a better linebacker. He's gonna be he's gonna be a very good linebacker in the NFL. They're not gonna let him play safety. I'm telling you that now. Smoke Monday will not play a living safety. He will be somebody's linebacker. And that'll be the best thing for him.
Man, Roger McQuarrie.
He about the same size as Kobe anyway. He might as well go to linebacker.
He might as well go to linebacker.
But that doggone Roger
McQuarrie.
That joker made him get that money last Saturday, boy. That boy made him some money. You hear me? Roger McQuarrie got there. He got all of it. Yeah. Roger. They got him on that route. But I mean, hey, the best of them got on that whip route down there in the red zone on the goal line. Because you got, as a DB, your first responsibility is to take away the inside anyway. So he was doing his job. He played to the inside because he didn't want to get beat on the slant. And boy, when that boy stuck his foot in the ground, I knew he had him. I said,
yeah. But that doggone Roger McQuarrie, he made himself a first round pick on last Saturday. Because I mean, doggone.
If he can just go to the combine and run. He definitely won't make it out the second round.
No way. I mean, he made himself a first round pick.
If Noah can get drafted off of his tape and just running good, if McCree would go run well, I know he goes. I know he's gonna get picked.
He going first round. He about to make somebody a lot of money because that dog is Roger McQuarrie.
He's definitely a better corner than Noah was.
Yeah. Well, hey, let's transition a little bit. Hey, so this is Harsin year one. I'm gonna put up this little stream right here. We are in year one under Brian Harsin. So for you, Tony, just from year one, how you feel that Coach Harsin did? We had a lot of hype going into the season compared to last year. So just from your perspective, year one for Coach Harsin, how you think he did?
We left a lot on the table. As we just put. We left wins on the table in Happy Valley. We left wins on the table at home against Mississippi State. We left wins on the table in Columbia. We left wins on the table in Kyle Field. We left win on the table at home against Alabama. But I don't know Coach Harsin personally. Only judging him off football and coaching, because I heard he's a trumper, so we're not gonna talk about that.
Oh Lord.
We're gonna gloss over that though. We're gonna gloss over that, coach. We're gonna stick to coach. Now, as far as just being a coach, I like the direction. I tell you this. I feel like Coach Harsin is a no-nonsense dude. He's a straight shooter. See what you get. He gonna give it to you raw, unfiltered, uncut. If you don't like it, hey, just deal with it. I gave you the straight up. You know what I mean?
Right.
He got rid of Cornelius Williams, wide receiver coach during the season. Now, to be honest, a lot of people that look like us that are Auburn fans wasn't too thrilled with that, because like, man, you get rid of the brother, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But as I told somebody today, Brian Harsin might have looked at it like, because I heard some ramblings about Williams was a little combative and maybe a little against the grain with coaches and had a lot to say. I look at it like this: if I'm Harsin, now this just me, Don't nobody take this and say, Coach, this is me. I look at, if that was the case, you come to me with all this here. I brought you here. I'm the reason you're here.
Mm-hmm.
In the Sun Belt, coaching receivers at Troy. I brought you to run me off the list of receivers that went to the NFL from Troy.
Run me off. I went to Troy.
That Cornelius Williams has put in the next level and are succeeding abundantly in the NFL. You can't, because there are none. So you know, I feel like Coach didn't waste no time. He didn't like what he saw from the receivers, and the receiver coach, hey, we're just gonna do away with that. Now, granted, the receivers didn't really get much better as the season went on. Yeah. So it might not have been the coaching as much as the who it was the receivers. You know what I'm saying? Right. We might just best receivers. Maybe that was we, you know, consistent. But whatever it was, I like the fact that he didn't like what he saw. He did something about it. Same thing with Bobo. Before the lights went off in Jordan House Saturday night, my Bobo was out there.
And I got to put it up. I got to put it up for those who don't know. There we go.
By the time the lights went out in Jordan House, Mike Bobo was gone. And that once again, he saw something, he didn't like it, he was decisive and direct with it. You got to go. And I don't blame him. I told you that after Mike Bobo got to go. And guess what? Mike Bobo gone. I'm with it. I like that. I like that coach ain't hey, I brought you in, it didn't work. We gotta go do something else. Now, also I like his demeanor on the sidelines. I like his coach talk after games. You know what I mean? I like the way he said after Iron Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Games like that. How you win games like that? Recruit.
Mm-hmm.
So we had some highs, we had some lows, we had we had some things to hold our head up on. I mean, that win at LSU was a big win. Big for the program. That win down in Arkansas wasn't nothing to sneeze at. Now, like I said, we were in every game except for one.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of it wasn't the case with the last regime. A lot of times we was just losing.
Mm-hmm.
I like to fight. Moving forward. Quarterback position, right? We got D waiting in line. Holding ground coming in. So the future looks bright. I like the direction of the program. I like the direction. I like the way Harsin is wired as far as coach. I like the approach. Right now, he got a lot of boys and guys around. Forward, how that works out, how that shakes out. Thought we better. You thought. I want us to be strong. Whatever bowl game we get, let's get it out. Going to the spring with a lot of momentum. I'm looking forward to see how that's going to tell me a lot too. How we prepare, look in the bowl game. No, last bowl game.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, I got both. First, all in all, give Harsin's first year, give it a letter grade. We went 6-6. I really got.
Say it again, Tony. You kind of going in and out. What letter grade you would give him?
I said if I give him a letter grade, I'm gonna have to give him I'm gonna give him a C+.
Okay.
I can't give anything higher because we're 500. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if we finish 500, I can give you an above average grade because I saw the improvements. I see what we're trying to do. I see where we're trying to go, and I think Harsin knows what to do to get us there. So with me, I wasn't satisfied because I wanted a little more. I felt like we could have done more, But I see where we're going. I like what I see from the coaching staff. We just got to keep grooving. We just got to keep building on it, man. We just got
Yeah.
to keep building. I was,
Yeah.
I like the coach. I don't want him. I ain't like, I gotta get another coach. We gotta do this. I like my coach. I'm good with my coach. I just want to fine tune, tweak what we had going this year, and let's just roll it up, baby. Let's keep rolling.
Right. I'm a little bit in agreements with you on the grade of giving him a C. You know, like you said, we left a lot of games on the table, especially this one sticks out. The South Carolina game, the Mississippi State game, those games definitely stick out to me as well. But the one thing that I think Harsin has done compared to the old regime is at least put some hope and put some fire back into the Auburn fan base, because the last regime coming out the last game, if we had a press conference and we lost 3 or 4 or 5 games, we had a good season. No, not satisfied with that. He's not satisfied with us winning 6 games. And I appreciate that. I appreciate you saying, no, this is unacceptable. We should have won all in our games. And I appreciate him saying that and having that hope, because it shows, you know, that he wants to be here. He's committed, and he's not just here to like, okay, I want to be average. He wants to be above average. He wants to have Auburn as a great team, as a top 5 team. And that goes a long way with fans. I cannot tell you what it meant to see how hard he had them prepared for Saturday and how he responded at the press conference. That made me feel so much better about us moving forward. Yes, I'm disappointed that we lost, but we held our head up high to say, I learned something different about Auburn on Saturday. Auburn ain't scared of none of the teams in the SEC. I don't give a crap what y'all say. Auburn ain't scared of Auburn. Alabama fans, y'all can hate on me all y'all want to. Auburn is not scared of y'all. Upon the last regime, it might be a little bit different. Auburn ain't scared of y'all. And we showed it to you Saturday. You know, we're showing it in these games. We just coming up short in play calling. And I think he stepped up and he saw the issue of who was causing the play calling to go bad in the second half. You got to let go Mike Bobo. Hey, I'm sorry. You got to go. I know your son committed to the team, but we can't have you here no longer, because he has that mentality of want and win now. And I like that. I like that he's not waiting long to see, let me see if it gets better. It's like, no, it ain't. It's just broke. Then we need to make a change. And I like that. I like that aggressiveness. I like that initiative. Hey, we gonna go in and try to win this now. We're not trying to wait 4 or 5 years down the line and be like, oh, this is our year. If you can make a change now and do it, then make the change now. You know, and it's shown, because a lot of, you know, we'll talk about recruiting in a second, but a lot of the recruits that have committed are still on board. A lot of them who said they were coming, they're still on board. So he's doing something right. And like I said, I think he has the program going in the right direction compared to where we were last year. We had the same conversation last year. I would not be like this. I would not be so optimistic. It was in the same position last year because we didn't know. It's like the hope was gone from Auburn. You know, even though we had won games, it's like they just slack. I mean, even in the bowl game, you know, we had the old regime coach, and Harsin had just came in, and I mean, it's like the coaches didn't even care. So I would love to see.
I used to be pulling for Gus every year. I was like, man, I believe in Gus. Gus will work. And I still felt like Gus was always that quarterback away, that one dynamic quarterback. But it was like, we wasn't going out to recruit them neither.
We weren't going out to recruit them.
Always quarterback driven, but we never got the quarterback to drive it. Like, I didn't understand that, man. I can't understand it. just glad. I'm glad we on the new leadership. I like the direction. Um, this recruiting class coming up is going to be important. It's going to be a very important. It's going to be our foundation.
Yeah, let's go ahead and talk recruiting while we're here. I'm going to put this up on the screen so people can see. Yes, since we're talking about recruiting, I know you
Yeah,
mentioned.
we just waiting. You know what I'm saying? We got to wait on that bowl game. See what we end up. So we'll talk
Mm-hmm.
about another episode. So right
Yeah,
now we just future man, and hopefully we can hold this class together, man. This seems to be a pretty good class right now.
right. Right. And so far, while looking, we right now, as far as recruiting, we're right now currently 32. But that could all change, as you know, in just a matter of, days. It's we snag the right recruits. Right now we have 13 commits. 5 of them are 4-star recruits. Some of the biggest names that are on that list is, Holden Grainer, the quarterback, Caden Story. But 2 of those commits are right now very high at considering Auburn. And like I said, we'll get into that a little bit more once, early signing day. Curtis Perry, who's a linebacker or defensive lineman. I'm sorry, defensive lineman. He's a 4-star, a high 4-star. And then you have Austin Alsbury as well. He's a cornerback. 2 players right there that are really high right now on making Auburn their home. So it's looking good as far as recruiting for those who don't really follow recruiting right now. And this is a fun period right now. Even while we was doing this show, I got to tell you this, Tony. It's been a lot of change in the coaching. We saw Lincoln Riley go to USC. We saw Brian Kelly go to LSU. And now I just got an alert that says that Marcus Freeman is now the coach at Notre Dame. So another coach is on the you on mute, man. I can't hear you. Tony, let me add you to the stream. There you go.
I'm always happy when a black man get a job. You know what I'm saying? Always happy when a black man get a job, and that black man just got one of the best jobs in America.
Yes.
Man, hey, this is all we ask for. We just want equal opportunity to show that we are just as good at our job as anybody else is at their job. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of how we might look, we might dress, how we might move our hand when we're talking. We might get loud with you a little bit, but we still can handle business. Notre Dame, that was a great hire. Marcus Freeman's a tremendous coach, great defensive mind. I wish him nothing but the best. Out there at Notre Dame is be a challenge because of those academic restrictions and the weather and the location, but it's a storied program. It's a blue blood program, and you can get recruits just by the name on the back of the jersey. I mean, just the name on the front, just by the logo. You tell them Notre Dame coming to your school to get you. That's a big deal, and hopefully Coach Freeman can bring them to even greater heights than what Brian Kelly had. So congratulations to Notre Dame, but more importantly, congratulations to Marcus Freeman. Hey, just another black coach on the horizon, baby. That's
Culture.
all. That's what we need for the culture, baby. One time for the culture, baby. One time for the culture, baby.
One time for the culture. Yeah. Hey. Congrats to Coach Marcus Freeman being just announced the head coach of Notre Dame. Before we go, we just want to hit on two things. The first one is the replacement for Mike Bobo. Tony, I've heard 3 names being consistent. I don't know about you. I've heard Eric Kiesau, who's the wide receiver coach. Zach Hill from Arizona State, and then Kendall Browse, of course, from Arkansas. Have you heard any more names to that list that could be the next offensive coordinator for Auburn?
Yeah, those are the same names I've been hearing pretty consistently. A lot of people like Kendall Browse. Our wide receiver coach could very well swap over to be our offensive coordinator. He's very familiar with what Harsin wants to do. Uh, and so I wouldn't have a problem with that just because he knows how that offense works inside and out.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't have a problem with that. I would love Kendall Browns. Kendall Browns, Demetrius Davis would be a great match. I would
Mm-hmm.
love that. So and the other guy, what'd you say his name was?
Zach Hill, Arizona State.
Yeah, yeah. Any anybody that runs multiple sets, more of a pro style than a RPO system is going to fit at Auburn. I don't really think we want to go, those spread RPO guys. We're not looking to do that. Whoever Harsin picks, I'm pretty much on board with. I'm cool with, as long as they're not a spread read option guy, because I know that's not what we want to do, and so I don't want to try to put a square peg in a round hole. So as long as we do that, I'm good on OC. Now I have
We do not
heard that
want Mullen. We don't want Dan Mullen. Stop throwing that name out there. I don't want him.
Dan Mullen tried to sink our ship with Cam, man. Dan Mullen, man.
No, we don't want Dan Mullen. So stop bringing that name out. We don't want him.
He ain't no good for Auburn. He ain't no good for Auburn. Now he's a heck of a coach. Now don't get it twisted. If the moment told me Dan Mullen be OC, I would be mad. But he ain't welcome in Auburn. Let's just put it like that. He ain't welcome on the plane.
No, not at all.
He was one of the biggest. He was one of the biggest snitches in the world when it came to Cam, boy. That's what I tried to tell everything.
Yeah. Yeah, almost. Don't get me started. I talk all day about that, man.
So believe me when I say Dan Mullen.
Exactly. All right. Last one. Go ahead.
What I was about to say, man, I just as far as recruiting, like I said, just touch on the recruiting. I think we have a good foundation, and we got a solid class. As long as we can finish with a ranked class, it's gonna be better than what is. You know what I'm saying? Like just keep putting building blocks down. Just keep building. Just keep building, brick by brick, man. Brick by brick, day by day, season by season, and I'll be good. Like I said, I'm excited about the bowl. I want to see what bowl game we get. I want to see where we go, and I want to see how we respond. You know what I mean? I want to see who plays quarterback in that game too. That's gonna be big. I want to see who's the quarterback in that bowl game.
So just throwing it out. Coach Harsin, she hears Demetrius Davis. Just throwing it out there.
Pretty good year. I mean, we could have had better. It was a pretty average year. We 6-6. Can't get much more average than 6-6.
Right. At least she's 500. Hey, I will take it. And last but not least, we did have a couple players that did decide they want to enter the portal. Got Sean Shivers, Elijah Canyon, Tayshawn Manning, Nadarius Tennyson, and Caleb Johnson will no longer be on the team next year. They have decided to forego their time at Auburn and have entered the portal. We wish y'all the very best. But hey, we're gonna keep it moving. Hey, sorry. We're gonna keep it moving. That's it.
I'm gonna miss Kane. I feel like Canyon could have been a player for us. Everybody else, I'm just kind of like, okay.
Yeah.
Good luck to you, my bro. Young man. Get your education. I hope you get a chance to do what you want to do at the next stop. I appreciate your time at Auburn. Sean Shivers, you'll never be forgotten for the way you trucked that boy year before last down there, going into the end zone and knocked his helmet off. I'll never forget you for that. Never.
Yes, sir. Yeah. I'm with you. I kind of think.
But I did hear that somebody might be hitting the portal going down to Jacksonville State to play for Rich Rodriguez.
I heard that too.
I heard a certain number 10 might be going down to Jacksonville State to play quarterback for Rich Rodriguez. That's what I heard.
I heard that too. And I also heard that the reason being is because his family can't feel that they can't take no more pressure of him being the quarterback at Auburn. There's this rumor that's just out there, but we don't know yet. We don't know, but we watching that one very close.
Think about it. That sounds good. Because you think about it. Your daddy was a quarterback at Auburn. Now you the quarterback at Auburn. Your daddy the head coach right down there in Phoenix City. Man, that's rough. Everybody talking about your child every week. That's what I'm talking about. Every week, win or lose, somebody talking about your baby.
Yeah.
That's gotta be hard. That's gotta be hard. And then you love Auburn. And you know they love them Auburn people all the way through and through.
Mm-hmm.
That's gotta be rough on them. I can feel it. If Bo leave, I know how I feel in Bo. Demetri Davis time. Because I know one thing, TJ ain't it.
Yeah, we had talked about that. TJ Finley ain't it.
TJ ain't it. So
no.
Demetri Davis, it's all yours. The floor is yours, baby.
That's who needs to start.
Davis. He need to start that bowl game, man. Demetri Davis start that bowl game.
That's why I said it's gonna either be, and you can write this down, Demetrius Davis or Holden Granger going into the spring. It's Bo leave. It's gonna be team. I think it's gonna be between them two.
Well, see, Holden got to get there. I don't know. I think Holden might be an early enrollee. If he's the early enrollee, that'll help him. If he ain't, then he ain't gonna get there till the summertime. He ain't got no chance.
I feel like he's gonna be an early enrollee because he gonna want to compete.
I think he might be, but I'm ready to see what Demetri Davis gonna do for it. That's why I want him to go start the whole game.
That's why my man start.
Wouldn't be mad if we went ahead and find an offensive coordinator for the end do.
Some reports say we'll have one by the end of the week. So we just kind of waiting on it.
Man, that man get right to it. He's decisive. Yeah. He's determined. I like that. He's diligent. He's all the D's. Determined, diligent, he's decisive. He don't play. I like that. No nonsense. He get right to it.
Because they said that, it don't make since he fired Bobo, they saying that he already has somebody in mind. So it's just a matter of when. It's just a matter of when now.
I'm all for it.
Yes, sir. Well, hey, this has been another great episode of C&T Talking Tigers. Hey, y'all, remember, you can watch our previous episodes on YouTube. In fact, go check them out right now. They on my right of the or on my left, right. They're on the screen somewhere on YouTube on while you're watching this video. So go check them out. And also make sure you follow us on social media. You can see the ticker is right there. So make sure you follow and go and like and share. And we appreciate y'all. Hey, we ain't going nowhere. We got so much more. We got recruiting to talk about. We got the bowl game to talk about.
We're going to be here for recruiting. We're going to be here for bowl season. We might even do an episode for the playoffs. You never know about us. We versatile like that.
Yes, sir. And I'm hoping that team up north, I really hope they don't make it, but that's here nor there. Anyway.
Man, I hope Georgia beat them boys 100. I hope Georgia beat them boys 84 to nothing.
It's going to get ugly. That's all
I don't even like Georgia. I don't like Georgia.
I don't like them either.
I don't like them. I like them this day.
But all I can say it's going to be a long day. A long day. Well, hey, thank y'all so much again. We'll see y'all next week on another episode of C&T Talking Tigers. Until then, War Eagle.
War Eagle.
Hey.